So do you guys remember the first time that you were traveling alone? I was an 18-year-old when I traveled alone for the first time. And I was seated next to this older lady. And right after the flight took off, she started with her questions. She started with, Karachi se ho? Are you from Karachi? And I awkwardly responded with a yes. But she continued and asked me, Lahore kyun ja rahi ho? Why are you going to Lahore? And I hesitated before answering, पढ़ने, to study. And all this time, किसी एरे गरे से बात नहीं करते. You're not supposed to talk to strangers, playing in my head on repeat in my mother's voice. That particular talk did end at a very positive note. I remember saving that lady's number as Lala Auntie in my phone and got an open invitation for aloo ke parathe in Lahore. But as an adult, I understand what my mother was talking about. That was the only way she could protect her innocent child from all the bad people who were out there. But as adults, we sort of find it very difficult to unlearn this. In a society where it's very normal for us to sort of aimlessly scroll through our phones, we tend to miss out on somebody very interesting sitting right next to us. That particular conversation with Lala Auntie built on something very basic: human connections and aloo ke parathe. Human connections and innate human needs since the time of creation. Bonding over something familiar like laughing together over a joke, or the curiosity of something different, like trying to understand someone else's pain. I'll give you another example. I work for a travel startup. My work is directly linked with the million-dollar industry that sort of organizes employee retreats. The idea is to take people working in the same organization and a lot of time in the same building to a different location and allow them to mingle and interact with each other outside of their daily settings. Words like employee engagement, teamwork are thrown around randomly in these retreats. So what is it about these employee retreats that these organizations are willing to spend so much on? One very basic idea: conversations and human connection. These organizations understand that they allow their employees to interact with each other outside of their daily settings, they will see each other in a different light. These connections, if positive, improve employee relations, teamwork, and also create this sense of togetherness. This boosts their productivity and output, and that's exactly what these organizations are looking for. Someone that you share an official phone call or email with becomes more approachable, more real, and more relatable. Back to Lala Auntie. So after that experience with her, I have met some amazing people just by striking these conversations in the most unexpected settings. These conversations were with people from very different walks of life. And what I loved the most about them was that I did not have to maintain a certain version of myself in front of them. So for example, I do not hesitate in telling you guys today that my favorite thing to do was to walk in a cemetery and read tombstones. And this is only because of this gentleman in the picture. This gentleman who has the most radiant smile that I've seen on an 80-year-old. I met him in a park near my campus on this warm October afternoon while I was taking in the reds and the oranges and the yellows of the fall colors. This gentleman, he happened to stop by and asked if he could share the same bench as me. And this was the start of this amazing conversation that I've had and is very close to me. His face literally lit up when he found out that I was from Pakistan because he remembered his colleague from the 1970s who was also from Pakistan. And when he asked me what I enjoyed doing in the city, interestingly, when I told him that I love walking in the cemetery near the campus and read tombstones, he did not find it grim or morbid. He instead told me that he loves burying people. Okay, bad joke. Instead, what he actually told me was that if I ever got a chance to go to Texas, the tombstones there will have a completely different tone, and the ones in Cambridge will have a very different language. So, what I learned that day was that even though I don't know his name, I did learn something new, and that was that these few lines written to celebrate a loved one in death tell us so much about their culture. And not just that, that something which I found fascinating wasn't as weird as I thought it was. But I understand that for a lot of us, walking up to a random stranger and starting a conversation can be very intimidating and very uncomfortable. Why should you be vulnerable? What if the other person thinks that you are weird? But trust me, if you let your guards down, you actually open yourself up to these beautiful experiences that are waiting out for you. Like this one day when I got into an Uber after an exhausting day at work, I was greeted with the warmest hello, followed by, "How was your day?" That positive energy in the car forced me to ask him, "Sir, you seem to have an interesting story. Do you mind sharing it with me?" And to my surprise, after a pause and a smile, he actually did start telling me about himself. This positivity was exactly what I needed as a stress reliever at the end of that day, and I think something that he also needed. But how do you all strike these conversations? How do you make them meaningful or memorable? And there are a few things that have worked for me, and I'll be sharing those with you. So, number one, smile. Just like babies do, without any fear or judgment. Instant connection right there. Two, inquire. All good. Provide somebody else the safe space that they might be in need of. Three, respect personal space. Adapt and respond according to someone else's comfort. And four, respond to energies. Gut feelings are nature's best gift that we have. It can help you avoid any negativity around you. Which brings me to the most important question. Why am I even talking about talking to strangers? What is it so important? What is it that makes these human connections so important? Is there really something that we all are missing out on? Have you guys ever wondered that these strangers or people that you don't have to interact with provide you with opportunities that your immediate circle does not? They are a source of unparalleled diversity. Experiences, ideas, perspectives, much different from our own and those around us. But what good is this diversity? And the answer is simple: empathy. These conversations are a gateway to someone else's experiences, positive or negative. They enable us to understand someone else's perceptions and even place ourselves in their shoes. So, this empathy is a great tool for change makers like you all sitting in the audience today. And next time that any one of you is presented with an opportunity to interact with somebody that you would put in the stranger category, how about you just smile and say a hello? Thank you.